what is going on with the Bills right now? Can you give me a snapshot of where things stand right around almost 3 Eastern time on the Wednesday after the Monday Nighter?
Yeah, it's a lot of it is a bit of a holding pattern for now. The team is obviously heartbroken. I mean, even though they did get some good news, the team released a statement that said that there were some improvements both overnight and in the morning. So that is good. The exact details of that, no one is sharing those, and quite frankly, I don't know why they would share those, especially when things are just so fluid as it stands right now. But but the team in itself, I guess they're trying to get themselves prepped and ready for a game this Sunday. But so they scheduled a walkthrough for today. They have what I think will be a practice tomorrow, unless things change rapidly here. They have no media availability today, and I think a lot of the focus is just still totally on Damar Hamlin. I mean, just watching that all unfold firsthand. I mean, it's one thing to see it on TV, even one thing to watch from binoculars from a press box like I did throughout that whole 15-minute span that just felt like time lasted forever. But it's another thing to be on the field and watching all of that happening to one of their best friends and their teammate. I mean, it's just so I feel for everybody over there. I don't know that there's any right answer of what to do, and I don't know how they're going to be able to focus on a game this Sunday, but I do know their hearts are hurting right now.
Well, one way to help focus would be to get some terrific news from the University of Cincinnati Hospital that Damar is awake and alert and getting better, but it just seems that as you mentioned, this fluid situation that may not occur. Is it possible the situation is so fluid that the Bills might call the league, or have the Pagulas call the league, or whomever call the league and say Sunday's not happening, or we're not ready to do this? Is that possible? From what you might be hearing?
I mean, I think anything is possible at this point. I mean, I just getting a sense and just watching how those players were reacting to the situation real time. The thing that has been rolling through my head over the last day or so is how are they going to ask these guys to play on Sunday? I mean, it's not even like it's a Sunday to Sunday. It was a Monday night to a Sunday 1 p.m. And just a few moments ago, the NFL just conducted a conference call, and one of the people that were on it was Troy Vincent, and they said they hadn't really had any discussions about moving that Bills-Patriots game, which is scheduled for Sunday at 1 p.m., but that they're going to, speak with the Bills and they want to do what's right by them. So I would say that anything is possible if Sean McDermott, who is still obviously trying to go through it himself, or his team expresses that, hey, I just don't know how we're going to be ready. I think the NFL would be receptive. I hope the NFL would be receptive to that based on this unprecedented situation where they nearly lost one of their teammates on the field in real time. So yeah, I think it's definitely within the realm of possibilities by the end of the week.
Joe Buscaglia of The Athletic covering the Buffalo Bills here on the Rich Eisen Show. A few minutes with him in Western New York. And Zach Taylor did have a media availability earlier today and said that the conversation with the officials on the field that we saw on the ESPN broadcast between the two of them, between McDermott and Zach Taylor, that McDermott said, I need to be at the hospital with Damar. I need to be at the hospital with my player, is what he had to say. And I just want to leave that in front of you to comment on it, whatever your reporting might be or your thoughts, knowing the team as you do.
No, it's powerful. And getting to know Sean since he walked in the door in 2017, you could definitely tell that he has a deep care for the people on their team, and even the people who are on the team that leave and go elsewhere. There's a deep respect there. He's also learned a lot about how to handle those relationships over the last 5+ years, going into 6 now. And I don't think it's a coincidence that he had such an emotionally and personality-driven reaction to that sort of impact. And if you know Sean McDermott, you know that basically every single cell in his body is football. Like, he's constantly thinking about it. He's constantly reading and trying to figure out how to improve himself, and logging a lot of hours to do so. And in that moment, just separating life from this game, which he invests almost all his life into. I think it really goes to show what is important to him, and certainly from there. So I think he's going to listen to his locker room. I think he's going to be receptive with whatever they have to say. I don't know how any coach would react to a situation like this, but I do know that if he is going to continue down the path that I think he will, I think he will let the team kind of dictate what they want to do, and then go from there. So when I had seen Zach Taylor say that, I thought to myself, yeah, that checks out with Sean McDermott. I mean, he has his faults, we all do, but he is certainly someone who is driven to have his players excel both on the field and off, and put them in the best situation possible.